and you hear the power behind those songs, you are drawn right in.
Girl, yeah. Like these earrings.
It was really fun. It was the funnest moment. Y'all know what I mean.
Just a little line. My soul needs to hear more of it. Shalaya.
You better sing. You
Yes.
better sing.
Okay, we're gonna sing about it.
Okay,
we're
let's
gonna sing about it.
I
Just
love
watch
it.
your head on these breaks.
Shalaya.
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 Hey, what's your name?
I'm Rose.
Rose.
Shalaya.
I love it.
I'm so excited.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm so well. I'm so excited to talk to you. Hi, Q. Nice to meet you, guys. I can't. Okay. I want to talk to you now, but I want to save it because there's so many things I want to say about this movie. I can't even. If I'm staring, it's only because I'm like, that's an amazing eyeshadow. Those are amazing lashes. So forgive me if I'm staring because I'm like taking it all in and I'm putting in my mental notes. If you're like, this girl is staring a little too hard, that's really only the reason why. It's because you guys look so...
I love this set too.
It's
So
really cute.
Thank you.
Love it. It opens up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, you can't help but have fun.
Yeah.
Yes, this is my hangout. So it's not necessarily what my living room looks like, but probably what my brain looks like. You know, a lot of things. So feel free to have fun, play, whatever you need to do. Like,
I love Play-Doh.
Yes, it's always fun.
me
What would your hangout look like if you had a hangout?
Colors.
Yeah.
Colors.
Yeah, I like a lot of color. Yeah. Snacks.
Books.
Always.
I like to read a lot.
Oh.
Even if I don't finish the book, I want to read it.
Yes. Yeah, always gaining that knowledge. But let's talk about the Clark sisters.
Yeah.
All right, so first, the first frame of the movie. Oh my God, hold on, I don't want to mess this up. Okay, I want to say, what is the praise to praise? It's not Hallelujah, it's the Clark sisters. And it's all of you who are playing these iconic roles. The harmonies are so amazing. And then I want to touch on you, Kira, because you're playing your mom. And so I have a son, right? And, you know, he thinks he can do me.
Yeah.
Right? So were there... So, like, when you were playing your mom, were you like, Mom, I know you. I can play you. So, but then your mom was like, that's not how I do it. How was that?
So actually some moments, because a lot of people say I act like her and I'm turning into her. She did not try to coach me, but she would. I actually interviewed her. I asked her questions. I need serious answers. Don't take me for a joke.
Yeah.
So I asked her the questions. And yes, she would have moments. Now that I think about it, no, I wouldn't do it that way. Or why did you do, what were you thinking when you did this? You know, to try to see how to really embody her. So yeah, I had those moments. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean, the story is amazing. I can't get over the performance, but also the vocal rehearsals beforehand.
Yeah.
I went into a rabbit hole on YouTube.
I love it.
My favorite is Name It.
Yes. Yes. That's
Like,
mine
I want to
too.
tell them about the message, what it means to me, but I want you guys to explain what that message meant to you.
Well, just even this experience of just naming it and claiming it, never in my wildest dreams would I be thinking that not only am I just acting, that this is so new to me, but just playing a sister who was a part of the soundtrack to my childhood.
Yes.
So I didn't even know to name it, but God had already had my name on it, and I was able to claim it by His grace. And so it's powerful. It's humbling, you know, and all I can think of is just I have a heart full of gratefulness.
There's so many moments from the behind the scenes YouTube to actually in the movie too, where you guys feel something so much that you don't just say it. You sing it. That was horrible. I totally know.
Sing it, boo. Sing it.
I love those moments, and I want to know what else was happening, you know, during that time that you felt like so amazing and you just you sang it. What was it like on set?
Oh, I think she's talking about the part when Dorinda is singing, like when we're just hanging out talking, right? Is that what you're saying?
And then you sing
And
about
then we
food.
sing it. Henry's. Yeah. I think when you grow up in a musical family, like we just sing it. So I'll just be like, girl, like these earrings, it'll just be just so just random and weird. But when you have music like that,
it's just there. It was so natural. Like I was saying before, I'm loud, and my mom, and some people would think because you come from this family, it's just music just everywhere. On the holidays, yes, it's exactly that. Yeah. But when it's just my mom, she's the one that's like, I'm tired of that. I don't want to hear you singing, and I'm the loud one, like, just giving all that. But it is true. When you grow up around that, when it's just in you, it just comes out. So that was a supernatural moment, and I can say that was one of the funnest. Is that the word? Funnest. It was really fun. It was really fun. It was the funnest moment. Y'all know what I mean. It is wrong. It was so fun. It was one of the most fun moments that we had while filming, because it was so organic. They were like, just do your thing. And because all of us come from that, we just were able to just drop in.
And I will say, I'll say, being the executive producer from a musical family myself, my father sang, my mother sang, all of my family sings. So for me, I'm always driven to either faith-based and or music-driven projects. And I know a good singer when I hear one. And a good, iconic singing family is why I gravitated toward the Clark sisters, and not only because of their singing, just because of their story, their love, and how their music just kind of connected and touched and pulled people in. And that's the power of the film. I feel like the music is another character, is another sister, because without that music,
so true.
You can't connect as well. But when you hear the pain behind those songs and you hear the power behind those songs, you are drawn right in. And that's the beauty.
And that was captivating. So the decision to start the movie with, the praise.
Right.
That was so powerful. I could not take my eyes away. I had to rewind it because I wanted to hear those harmonies, those melodies. It was amazing. Yeah. But Holly, tell me about your journey to making this project. I can't believe it just happened overnight.
Oh no.
Yeah, right?
This ain't no overnight ministry. When we go back, when you said name it and claim it, I named this maybe 17 years ago, but I didn't claim it until today, because it happens today. It started today. So I stayed with the process. I went and I met the family at the time, and over the years we just grew closer and closer. I began representing Kiera and just staying really closely knit with the family and figuring out, what is the story? Who are they? Brought in a writer. The writer helped kind of get it to one point. Another writer came in. Then we got Shakim and I got together, and then he brought in Dana and Missy and Mary, who all have stories to tell. But it took a while, and I think for me, it's always about timing, purpose, and season. And I feel like this project has met its season, and the purpose of it is to kind of impact culture, impact the earth with the music that it represents, with the stories that it represents, because it is universal and it is redemptive and it is aspirational, but it's everybody's story. You don't have to be a Christian, you don't have to be black, you don't have to be white. All you have to do is be alive. And when you feel the presence of what the power that is in this movie, you will walk away. My prayer is that they walk away inspired to go after their vision, no matter what obstacles come against you. Because that's what Dr. Maddie Moss did.
Absolutely. So I know, excuse me, so musically, what was like your favorite song to perform? And what was your favorite song in the movie? I want to see if each of you can answer that.
Wow, that's a hard one because they all have such special meaning. I know the one that makes me most emotional is Nothing to Lose. And we didn't necessarily do it as a performance. We did record it, and it was used when our mom passes. And that, for some reason, when that one got in.
Yeah, that made you feel the feel.
And I was just listening to the Clark sisters when I was getting ready. And every time that song comes on, it's just like, it just takes me back. It takes me back to that moment, and it was so real. for me. It's like my mom was gone. And so
Yeah.
so I would have to say that had the most emotional impact on me. Yeah.
Holly, what about you? Like, what was your favorite song to see your players perform?
My favorite song to see them perform was "You Brought the Sunshine," because they sound the sound that they were able to capture was amazing. To be able to put them on and then put the Clark sisters on and not be able to distinguish the difference was like, oh, mission accomplished.
Yes.
God, you have done your thing. I think the song that ministered to me the most was "Nothing to Lose." Why? Because the power behind it, obviously, the pain and loss. But I think what was most special to me was, yeah, you've lost a lot of time, or most people may think you've lost a lot of time in getting this movie to the point that it is. But look what you have to gain.
Yeah.
And so that is what it says to me.
Powerful message. Finally, Kiara.
We've already spoken about name it, claim it. Yes.
Claim it.
I love. You sound really good. I love singing that because going back to the blend that we have, because we really sound like we have the same blood going through our veins. So when we say it's yours, and we
Please
separate
sing a
it.
line. I'm dying. My soul is dying to hear it.
It's yours.
Okay.
It's yours. It's yours. Yours for the asking.
Yeah.
Yours is your blessing.
Yeah.
Whatever you need from the love.
Yes. I'm gonna cry. I have goosebumps.
Can you tell me what producer you know that?
I know. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Harmony, but I was trying to get it in there.
No, you got it. That gave me goosebumps. I'm crying. I was like, it's like when you hear those songs, your soul, even if it's just a little line, my soul needs to hear more of it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. This was amazing. I want more of this.
1, 2, 3, and
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
all we ever did was what you wanted us to do. Did you ever ask us what we wanted? We don't do easy in this house.
Our album is number 20 on the chart.
We gonna be famous. We got nominated for a Grammy.
We're good to go. Let's roll on A and B.
Peanut butter is the longest relationship I've ever had.
Have you seen this man?
Jake's got his shirt off a lot.
We're done.